I've got 4 days in Busan and I'm not really planning anything. I want to see if it's worth exploring slowly without a plan and see what happens. So I have walked from Biff Square near where I'm staying and I have crossed the bridge. So Biff Square is over there, crossed the bridge, and now I am in a cultural village. Put the name of the cultural village on the screen because it's supposed to be the Santorini of Busan because the houses are like perched on the cliff and a lot of them are white. So I've just walked up the road. It was quite nice. There were a few little different like photo shops, but nothing was open. So now I'm going to head down and walk back along the coastline. But it is definitely worth walking up here because over here is the like actual viewpoint and they have something called a slow post box. So you put something in the post box and it won't be posted for a year, which is actually pretty cool. But yeah, we're going to head down the stairs now and walk along the coast and see what the views are like. So I have got to a bit that's got a map, so here is the map. So I started at number 1, walked along the road to here, and then I come down here and now I'm going to walk back this way. But yeah, like I said, unfortunately everything was closed on the main road. I don't know if that's because it is a Tuesday, so maybe it's only open on the weekends. But yeah, we'll walk along here now, which looks nice. And then embrace the views. So I think I have made it to the little bit that's supposed to look like Santorini. So here is the public toilet, and then we have some white and bluish buildings. I don't know if they paint them for the summer. Like I've been to a few places that paint the buildings for the summer, and it's April now, so maybe that's why they're not looking very white and blue, but it is pretty. And you can do the coaster walk all the way from where that yellow machine is, all the way along. So I think like around this whole, like, we're on like kind of a little bit of an island that connects to the mainland of Busan, and then you can walk around the whole bit. But yeah, it's pretty. And we've got some shops that are open, so we can have a look if there's anything good. So there have been a couple of like little alleyways that have looked really picturesque, like they're nice whites, blues, different colours. However, they are so busy with queues to take pictures there that I just haven't been bothered, honestly. There are so many tour groups, as you can see behind me. They're just everywhere. But yeah, we are back at the start, so it goes A down the alphabet along this way, and then it goes numbers along the road. So yeah, that is town. I'm just gonna walk back across the bridge now, and we'll stop along the way if we see anything worth stopping for. Good afternoon. So yesterday ended very abruptly because it started raining, so I went back to the hostel, didn't do anything. Today I have just spent the morning walking around town, and now I have headed out with someone that I met at the hostel to Gamcheon cultural village, which is here. Very colourful, very pretty. So this was originally built for refugees, and now it's a cultural village. There's like a tiny museum, literally called the Little Museum, which tells you that it was built for refugees, but not a lot else. But we're going to walk around now. This is my new friend. We are just walking along the street in the village, and something that we have found that I think is quite funny is that here there is an English restaurant that does fish and chips, and unfortunately we are not hungry yet, otherwise we would try them. But it's just the fact that in this like Korean cultural village there's an English restaurant, so if you're fancying some English food, you can go there. Good afternoon. So once again, didn't film properly yesterday. It's her fault. It's all Vanessa's fault. So anyway, after the cultural village yesterday, we walked around the town. We did the same this morning, and now we are climbing. What's the name of this temple?
The one is okay.
Seokbusa. We have another roommate who speaks Korean, so she can pronounce it correctly.
It's like this.
Okay, Seokbusa.
Okay.
Seokbusa.
It was not too far.
So we are climbing to that temple. It took like an hour to get here on the train, and now it's an hour walk up. And it's muddy. So yeah, let's walk. Continue walking. So we made it to the top. It took an hour?
Just walking.
Just walking, an hour. We went up there, there's nothing to see, don't bother. But this temple's nice. And this temple's nice. And the bells over there, very pretty. And there's a good view. And we have a photographer here.
And we are a good view.
Stunning. Yes. So I'd say it was worth the climb. Worth the climb.
Nice.
Yes. Now we've got like an hour to get back to town though. Well, an hour walk and then an hour train. But no, very pretty. I'll put the videos in of the actual view. Or just these two. So after walking the hour back down to the station, we got 2 trains over to Nampo station to come up to see the Busan Tower. What we wasn't expecting was from the town up to the park, it's all escalators, so you had to walk about 50 steps at the end. And yeah, now we're up here and we're going to watch the sunset up from up here. But it's a pretty view. Nowhere near as high as the one earlier, but still a good view and a lot easier to get to. Good morning, today is our last full day in Busan and it is a busy day. It is a day that is supposed to have no rain, so we've got a lot planned. So we started by getting like an hour and a half bus to Yonggungsa temple. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. It's this temple on the cliff, but as you can see, it's already very busy. We got here as early as we could, very busy. So we're going to have a look around, but we're not sure how much we're going to see without 100 people in front of it. But yeah, let's go. We have finished in the temple. It was very nice but very busy, as you can see. But today it's full of busy tourist things. And we're now going to another one. We're currently researching how to get there.
With the best company.
Yes.
From Italy.
Yes. So we're going to figure out how to get there and then hopefully we can actually get tickets for it. We were going to get the Sky Capsules, which is very famous here. However, it is booked for the next 2 weeks. So
Really sad.
we're not doing that. So then we were going to just get the beach train. However, that is booked for the next 4 days.
Even though almost 2 weeks, just a couple of spots free.
Yes. So instead, we are walking 5 kilometers along the coast, and we have just got to the first stop, which is this terrifyingly high observation deck that where can you hear me from? We are on this walkway.
Can you imagine it breaks
Oh my god.
and I fall down?
We did our personality test, and you can tell that she's an extrovert and I'm an introvert because she's just jumping on glass.
But I would just care about my camera because if I fall I can swim. So technically I should not die.
So I am now about to face a fear. This whole section is glass, and you have to walk around it.
Even the kid is jumping.
So let's cross this and pray that I do not die. So we survived the glass bridge. The whole thing was moving. It was actually terrifying. And then she was laying on the floor taking pictures.
And laughing.
Yes, but we have now walked to where the beach train stops and the sky capsules start. So this is what is sold out for 2 weeks. And it goes the next... It says 4.8 kilometres online, but it says 3 kilometres to walk to the town that we will walk in an hour. So get ready to see lots of capsules and lots of beach sea views. So after walking the whole of the skywalk way, which you walk the same speed as the car, and we would recommend actually walking because then you can see the cars and stop to take pictures of the views. We have come for lunch. Now we thought it was a Korean restaurant, however we have got here and we have ordered some lovely gyozas and Japanese ramen. We have got the same. And yeah, we're going to tuck in and enjoy, and we'll let you know if it's any good. This is the name of the restaurant. If you want to come, you can. Good morning. So last night was actually a really nice night. A couple of the girls from my room and we went to the beach, and every Saturday in Busan there is 2 drone and laser light shows. They're different times depending on winter or summer. So for us it was 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. So we just made it before 8 p.m. because there's so much traffic that the bus took like twice as long as it should have. And then after that there was actually a fireworks show in between, so we got a couple of drinks and snacks and just sat on the beach, and we got a better viewpoint to watch it again because the first time we literally got there to the beach and it started, so we didn't have a great angle to look at it, and then the second time we were right in front of it, so it was amazing. So I'd recommend trying to get there early. If you can't, there's enough to keep you occupied to stay later and watch it again. But the laser show was actually really good. It was a special one, so normally they're 12 minutes, but this one was 20 minutes because it's celebrating the release of Spider-Man. But yeah, overall, I really loved Busan. It was a great place to meet people, and it was a great place to view the city and the things it had to offer. It was busy, however, Seoul was also busy, and that's kind of what you expect from a city. And I do think if the weather had been better, like it is today, there were a couple of other things that we wanted to do, and like on the first day I did that walk along the coast. That would have looked so much better with nice weather, but unfortunately that wasn't the plan for there. But I would still massively recommend that you go and you explore Busan to the fullest. But yeah, that is the end. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.